it's obviously kind of uncharted territory for the Raptors this year. They're not in a playoff spot. I think they're right after this win. I think they're in that 10 seed for that play-in. But nonetheless,
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's been a few years at least. It's been the better part of a decade since the Raptors have been in a position like this. But they've been in a lot of the games that they've lost. I think they have a positive plus minus this year. They've lost a lot of one-score games, a lot of really close games. They have a nice young core. Like obviously Siakam, we know what he can do. OG, I think has had a really, really good year this year. Fred, we know who he is. And Trent, I've been really, really impressed by Gary Trent on both ends. So I'm just wondering like what your thoughts are. How optimistic are you about this young core and what they can do in the immediate future?
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think if they were healthy this year and didn't have some of the protocol challenges and all that, they would absolutely be a top 8 team. They'd be a playoff team already. So there's no doubt about it. You look at all their challenges and guys, the season ends today. They are in the play-in game.
Yep.
I tell you what, do you want to play the Raptors in a play-in game? I don't think anyone would want to play them. I think that if you have a healthy Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, those 4 guys didn't play tonight. If they're healthy, those guys have championship rings on their fingers.
Yeah.
You do not want to play them. So I think there's a lot of reason to be optimistic. I agree with you on Gary Trent. It was tough to see Norm Powell go, but I'm excited about Gary Trent Jr. I love the development of Chris Boucher. I think he's coming along beautifully. You see now at Utah Watanabe what he can do. I think he can be a good second unit player. You look at the growth of Malachi Flynn now that he's getting an opportunity to play, and his stage presence and his confidence and the joy that he plays with, and the recent acquisitions of Birch and Gillespie. Quite frankly, if they had those guys all year at the 5 spot, they'd probably have 5 more wins just because they're quicker, they're more mobile, they're better suited to the modern NBA game right now. So those guys are a big pickup. So going forward, I've been through. They've made the playoffs the last 7 years. I think people have been spoiled by it a little bit. We have a lot of new fans that jumped on the bandwagon a few years ago that have never experienced losing. Again, they're spoiled. I've been here 23 years. I've been through a lot of bad years, and I consider the circumstances bad because they have to play in Tampa and all that, and the pandemic. That part of it. But there's a lot of challenges every NBA team has. But to me, I still find joy in a lot of what's going on, and I still find reason to believe that there's a lot of good things coming down the pike.
Yeah, I've always liked Kem Birch a lot, and Gillespie has given them some really good minutes. They just extended him to another 10-day contract. You kind of answered my next question there, but so assuming the Raptors do get fully healthy, which is a legitimate question mark with these new big man signings that they've done over the last couple of weeks, I think they can definitely win one of those playoff spots. And how do you feel about them in like a first round matchup against the Nets or the Sixers or something like that? Like I think they can still be competitive.
Think about it. They beat them twice in Milwaukee. They beat them Brooklyn in Brooklyn. They beat Philadelphia this year. So you think those guys want to play them? With the championship pedigree that their top guys have in Siakam, VanVleet, Lowry, Anunoby, Boucher has a ring on his finger. I mean, do you want to play the Raptors? I'm sure those teams are like, I don't want to deal with those guys. Give me Chicago. Give me Indiana. Give me the Knicks. Give me one of those teams. I don't think you want to have anything to do with the Raptors. So, yeah, they can make noise. They can be dangerous.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here so you never miss the best clips from Stretch the Floor. Hit the links in the description below to find us on all podcast platforms. And follow us on Instagram.